Alright, this is my second video today, but I can see the bags under there. I think I'm getting really bad allergies. So I did this story on my iPhone. I cannot figure out yet how to get my iPhone to get on YouTube. I don't know if it just takes too long and I get too tired of waiting. But I was going to tell you today, I went to Lakeland, Florida, and I went to the bins, and I went yard selling, and I went to Salvation Army, which was all the green tags were 50% off today. And I had a really, really good time. There weren't a whole lot of yard sales. I was really shocked that there were no more yard sales than there were. But I hit one yard sale that everything was $1, and I got some amazing, amazing pieces. I wanted to tell you a story, what happened to me today. I got a really bad report from the doctor on my blood work yesterday about, they said my sugar was high, my cholesterol was high, and I had no idea I had any of that. So I went to Lakeland, got up at 7 o'clock this morning, and after I ate breakfast, me and my friend went, I started feeling really lightheaded, like really dizzy, like floaters in my eyes. I got real bad heartburn, and I could not figure out what was wrong with me. And I kept thinking maybe my blood pressure's high. So we stopped at a Target, and we got a blood pressure pumper thing that you check your blood pressure with. I went in there and paid $30 for one of those. And the lady at the CVS, the pharmacy lady, said that I had all the symptoms of a heart attack. And I'm like, no, I ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I decided, she told me to go to the urgent care, and I said, no, I don't want to go to the urgent care. I come here to go to the bins. I'm going to go to the bins, darn it. So I told my friend, I said, let me call my daughter. She's an EMT, and the guy she works with is an EMT. So called, and I'm talking to her, and I talked to the guy. He kind of calmed me down, and I told him, I said, listen, it's not a panic attack. I took a Xanax, and he said, well, give the Xanax 10 minutes to take hold and go drink 1 or 2 bottles of water. So I got me some water, Zephyrhills water, drank that, and I still didn't feel real good, but I went on inside. I did not want to go home. So I went on in there, and I was looking in a bin as soon as I got there, and I'm really focused when I go to the bins. It's like, don't talk to me. I'm looking. I like to just sit there and dig and sit there and dig in one bin until I look through it. I like to look at the bottom. People just do this. I like to look through every piece. And I was looking, and this lady was in front of me in the same bin, like with a bin beside me. And she said, you come here much? I said, no, not really. I said, I live an hour away. I said, but I do come some. I don't know how. I had no idea why this lady started talking to me. So she said, do you buy this stuff to resell? And I'm thinking, you know what? Is this a trick question? I don't like answering that because it really offends some places when you say that. So I told her, I said, yes, ma'am. I do sell some of this stuff, and some of it's for my family. She said, well, do you sell on eBay? And I said, yes, ma'am, I do. And she said, she started yelling for her husband, and she said, come here, honey, come here. This lady can help us. This lady can help us. So anyhow, it ended up being a really wonderful time at the bins. I only got like a bag full, spent $35, it's $1.49 a pound there. But I got to talking to this lady, and she was asking me about shipping, and she was asking me about, will this sell, will that sell? And her husband kept following me around and asking me, and I thought, yay, this isn't just virtual. This is real life. These are real life people. When we're in those live chats, we don't realize those are lives. So she came back. I guess they checked out, and she came back, and she said, I want your number again, your name. And I got to tell her she needs to watch Nicole State and, some really good YouTubers. And she said, you know what? Her husband said, you know what? I think I've seen you, Penny, on YouTube. I've been looking at YouTubers. I said, well, go subscribe, and, I will help you. I've got 2 right now I'm mentoring. One I'm constantly chat back and forth with on Instagram. Another one actually has my phone number. So I've been trying to help newbies that, really need help. So the lady come over there and she said, I'll get emotional. She said, I just had a transplant. And I said, oh, was it a kidney transplant? And she said, no, I think she had a stem cell transplant. She had stage 4 cancer in her blood marrow or something like that. I don't really know. She said that one of her medicines are $2,400 a month. And she said, I can't afford it. And I hope she's okay with me sharing the story. And anyhow, she's doing eBay. First time she'd ever been to the bins. First time she's ever going to try. She's been watching us on YouTube to try to make her life easier. So, anyhow, I just wanted all of you YouTubers, all of you, I was going to try to name some, but I'm afraid I'll forget some. I want you to know that you're touching lives. You are making a difference out there. I had no idea that I would run into someone in the bins an hour from my house that had seen my videos and that needed my help, and to help this lady be able to be healthier. And I think she said she had like 50 blood transfusions in 2010. And we think our life is bad. We think because the dog poops on the floor, or the kids aren't minding, or we can't make our bills, we think, oh, the world is falling apart. Then you meet someone like that has really, really fought cancer. And it's a part of her everyday schedule, every day. And I want you to know that I will never feel like making these videos are a waste of time anymore. Because guilt is my number one problem and fear that I have fought. And I will tell you a story real quick before I go. I don't like leaving you on here long. I'll tell you a story about fear and how the Lord showed me not to be afraid. And even though people may not be a believer in the Lord, I think this story will really touch you. Because I think everybody has to believe in angels, just some type of angelical beings that without believing in that, you would feel like there was no help, no hope. But I was running an apartment complex, and I had spoke at a home prayer meeting about fear. And I was telling everyone how God had delivered me from fear, because I had fear so bad I would sit with a loaded revolver in my hand till my husband got home because I was afraid someone was going to come in. Very paranoid. God has delivered me from that, or I wouldn't be doing these videos. So I came home from the little prayer meeting that I was speaking at. And if you ever know that when you say something, you speak something, or even on here or from the pulpit, you're going to live it. You better know that if you try to say something on here, like you need to give returns to every customer, that week you're going to have a return. It seems like whatever we speak, then whatever we preach, we better be living it, or we will live through it. So I went home. I was running an apartment complex, and I went home to my little apartment, and I went to bed after the Bible study. And I started getting this sheer fear that something is just watching you, and the tingles on your body, and you're just feeling like, oh, there's this darkness around me. So I covered my head. And the only thing I could think of was to go to singing blood songs, just singing to Jesus. And I went to sleep. At least I thought I went to sleep. I have told this story at so many different meetings, and this is so true. I'm not lying to you about this. I had a dream that someone came to my door and knocked, and my husband went and opened the door, and he told me, he said, Penny, you got visitors. You need to come to the door. And I seen myself in the vision get out of bed, and I had the white nightgown that I had went to bed in, and I looked up at the clock, and it said 11:45. I went past the clock. I can relive this in my head every day. I went to the door, and there were two huge men. One had black curly hair, and one had long hair. And they were huge, rippling with muscles. And I said, Lord, I need a camera. My sisters will never believe how gorgeous and big these men are. So my husband went on to bed, which is weird. Leave me up with two men, really? and vacuumed. Just joking. So anyhow, I spent the whole night just talking to them all night long. And in the morning, when the sun came up, I walked to the door and opened the door. And the two men walked outside and disappeared before my eyes. So I woke up the next morning for work, and I was getting ready, and me and my husband both worked together at the complex. I was the manager of the office, and he did the maintenance. So we were both getting ready to go to work, and I said, honey, you're going to think I'm crazy, because he's not as spiritual as I am. I said, you're going to think I'm crazy. And he said, well, what is it? I said, last night I saw my two guardian angels. Goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. I seen my two guardian angels. He said, Penny, he said, you're not crazy. He said, and I tell you, I did not tell him what time of the dream or anything. He said, well, at 11:45 last night after we got home, he said, I heard two male voices in our apartment. He said, I got out of bed, and I walked through, could hear these two men talking. He said, I walked through this. He physically did this. Walked through the house. And he said, something came to him and said, it's okay. Peace. Just go back to bed. Peace. And I can't explain it. I had the vision. And my husband was physically walking through the house, hearing the angels as I was in the vision talking with them. So that is how I've overcome fear. Because I know when I get afraid, goodness and mercy, that is what I've called them. And, I don't want to offend anyone by my stories, and I've got a million of them to tell. Miracles and things that I have seen. But I hope that helps you, because you're not alone. You don't need to get afraid. The sun will come up in the morning, and this too shall pass. But that lady touched me, and I told her, I said, you need to go subscribe to my channel so I can help you. And she just, I don't know. I think I was being fought with that sickness, because we came home, my blood sugar was good, my blood pressure is good. There's no reason why I should have felt that way. So, just letting you know that these are more than just virtual videos. We're doing more than just getting on here and chatting. We're doing more than just, oh, it's a live chat. Let's get on and see, what someone bought today, or what deals are getting and what their numbers are. We are changing lives. We are making a difference. Keep up the good work. All you eBay sellers, all you YouTubers, all you newbies. Until tomorrow. Bye.